So the Joker. Oh, hold this up. So who's the Joker? Is it Joker or Riddler? Which Heath Ledger? Larry Chiang. Larry Chiang is the Joker of Silicon Valley. And what we're talking about is a deck of cards done by the inception of the Joker. So everything I say to smart people, they can start to figure out what I'm going to say. Hashtag HTG, HFA, OTR. They figure out what I'm going to say, which is hashtag EUTWM, PPM, which is oh, here. It's right here. Here's your drink for you. It's right here. It's right here. Do you see it? It's right. Wait. Let me see if it's right here. I think it's here. Definitely, here's your drink. Who drinks a mega dose of cold brew in the morning? Oh, people who don't know how to microdose. What page is L-theanine? That would be page 344. Oh, no. For people that can't show up 15 minutes early, okay? Like the Taken. Page 344, L-theanine, which is, I don't want her to shoot it in my mouth. L-theanine. The coffee and chill wellness. Yeah, the sales pitch, because that's gross. Let me shoot it like that. They have a gross. It's gross. Page 344, drinking it in green tea. Green tea, not gross. That's just green tea. 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 No. The surface area, this real estate, okay, this real estate I purchased.
Yes.
This real estate I purchased. L-theanine. So the the helpful component is Joker card. The helpful component is when a person is going to say something who's mentoring you or coaching you, can you extrapolate what they're going to say? So that way you can say it in your own head before they say it IRL. Because they could say, you not being 15 minutes early is late. Or they could say, engineer, do you have any questions? Oh, how do I make $600,000? You start by dollar number 80. Speaking, don't interrupt me on my shiitake. Why would you interrupt me on my shiitake, dude? Why would you interrupt me why would you interrupt me? You're interrupting, yeah, what? Yeah. Someone's been having an incredibly bad 24 hours. Somebody's been having an incredibly bad, but we're going to turn it around. We're going to turn it around. Oh my God. The starfish. Turnarounds. Turning around you for a library book. Turning around you for $7.99. Why didn't you just buy all of them? I'm not even going to ask you. $7.99. This is theft. This is IP sale. How are you only selling this book for $7.99? That's not right. But it's so wrong. It's so wrong. Kind of like your favorite Chinese guy. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. You see, when you sell 4 epiphanies for $8, so when you sell 4 epiphanies for $8, how much does each epiphany cost? Oh, stop filling that out and start taking notes with this. That you haven't filled that out yet? That's you. There are 4 epiphanies, according to Steve, and they cost $8. So how much does each epiphany cost? There you go. $2. So when $8 buys you 4 epiphanies, how much does each epiphany cost? Yeah, 8. Yeah, you said 8 already. Yeah, it's 2, right? $8 divided by 4 epiphanies is how many dollars per epiphany? Are you sure? Are you sure it's 2?
I think so. You said $8 over 4 epiphanies. How much is each epiphany? It's $2.
That's your final answer.
Yes.
You said yes like a question. You said yes like a question. It is $2. It should it's see, someone's head is gonna explode because it's too cheap. Because it's too cheap. That's how much I buy a $3 million bill for. It's $0. That's how I win. That's how I win. And people hate me. People hate me because this book is $8. What's the competition? What's the competition? What's the competition to read free books at the library? There's no competition to read free books at the library. There is zero competition. What is the competition to sleep with a over the hill pretty boy who is Peter Panning and thinks he's still in a frat? Okay, the competition for that, ladies, is ginormous. It's ginormous. So instead of competing in that realm, okay, patriarchal body of work, okay, you can't beat daddy's work. You can't, there's no way you're going to be able to surpass daddy. So you can try to compete for daddy's D, or you can compete for one of the only females in the world that would read a book, or fixing your brain, which is writing pages, writing pages, writing pages, writing pages, writing pages, writing pages, writing fortunes, because we are writing our own fortunes. We are writing our own fortunes. We are writing our own fortunes. Where's my thank you gift? Where's my thank you gift? Where's my thank you gift? You'll figure it out later. So the competition, you're welcome. So the competition is ginormous. And you're just now starting to understand why people in the LCSAS, Larry Chiang Startup Academy. Am I getting the initials right? Larry Chiang Startup, LCSUA. LCSUA. LCSUA is in response to Woke Y Combinator, which still has portfolio companies going BK, even the billion-dollar ones, even the billion-dollar ones. So today's book club is Steve Blank, and F you Steve Blank for juxtaposing my page numbers when you went from paperback to hardcover. Who goes paperback to hardcover? You launch the thing on paperback, I memorize all the page numbers, and now you're going to flip that into a paper hardcover? I can't even say the phraseology right, which is you start it with a paperback, then it becomes a hardcover, and then you rejiggy the pages. Do you know how hard it is? It's like, do you know how hard it is to memorize 2 sets of page numbers? Oh wait, this is NFL play calling, where the new offensive coordinator throws all the pages into disarray. Dick Rabine, cheers, and rest in peace, buddy. You're such a good mentor for my mentee, Tom Brady. Dick Rabine. Enjoy heaven. And Dick, 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 Coach Rabine. Rehbein. Hello, hello. You could have scouted me at gym class the way that the University of Illinois head coach, uh, Alabama, Indiana head coach football recruited me from gym class to play D1 football. Dick Ray Bean, where were you? Asleep. You were asleep. That's why you're in the big sleep. Maybe somebody told you about your health conditions. Maybe you didn't call an audible and you're like, no, 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 no. My stomach condition is fine. Whatever ended up finishing you off. But you could have recruited Larry Chiang. So you fucked up. You fucked up when you passed on scouting. You passed. But thank you at least for mentoring my mentee, Tom Brady. Rest in peace, buddy. I'll be seeing you soon. I'll be seeing you soon. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I'll be seeing you soon. 2138. Earliest date, 2138. Speaking of dropping FUs to good looking octogenarians, who's in my crosshair? Steve Blank. Wait a minute, you're going to add me as a Facebook friend, but then you're going to block me on Twitter because I'm coming up with the fifth epiphany and dropping that PhD thesis into Stanford. Did I say Stanford? I mean Harvard. I get my two safety schools mixed up. I get my two safety schools mixed up because that's who I am. A man with options. So my PhD thesis non-matriculated at Harvard, which is the fifth epiphany. And I went ahead and slapped a stuffed animal on it. I slapped a stuffed animal on it. That stuffed animal is a Mr. Peabody. Cheers to Mr. Peabody. Because nobody wants to hear the fifth epiphany when Harvard Stanford owns the book because they had to buy it for $65. Who the motherfuck fucking charges middle double digits on a paperback for a college textbook? Who does that? That would be a college professor. That would be a college professor. I balked when I had to spend 65 plus $15 for shipping from my buddy's website. What was his website? It was Jeff. What was his website?
Amazon?
You're literally doing it again, where when you do this, you're literally stepping on my dick while you're stepping on my punchline, while you're stepping on your money. You just stepped on my punchline. 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 Everybody knows that, but you blurted it out. You literally, you can't help it. You stepped on my punchline because at last night's stand-up comedy, this is what you should have done. When you went up there, you should have been like, hey, was that an amazing set from Larry Chiang? I'm not a stand-up comedian, but you know what? I wanted to hear more. You guys, will you put your hands together to try to bring Larry back up? Because I know you got 7 more minutes of good content. I know you do. Did you guys want to do it? You guys want to do it? You guys want to bring Larry back up? You have no shot, dude. You have no shot. But then that's the amazing thing. Sunglasses on. Sunglasses on. I don't want to see you. I don't want other people. Sunglasses on. Sunglasses on. That's right. Because I'm telling you to put sunglasses on because other people are going to see you crying. And then they're going to be like, oh, Larry's like so mean to his mentee. And I was going to say some other word. Do you like how I'm making you wear sunglasses inside? That's the 3D chess. 3D chess. That's you. That's the 3D chess component to what you're doing. This is the 5D chess. where you're like, hey, everybody, who I am not important. Is it okay if I try to, I didn't hear enough? And then that's the sequence. That's the sequence. That's the sequence, which is, hey, best set of the night, Larry Chiang. Best set. Best set actually I've ever heard. It's fucking hilarious. Can everybody applaud? You know what? I'm not even a stand-up comedian. Why don't you get? Why don't what? Yeah, let's get that. Uh, the neutron bomb has left. Glasses off. The neutron bomb has left. Do you know what I'm talking about? The neutron bomb. Postmenopausal. So this is the dynamic endometriosis. I don't want to understand vagina as much as you should turn and look to the right. Turn and look to the right. Her. You can't have her trying to cancel this because you're crying, which is why at 8:25 we're out. Does that make sense? You can't cry in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
That's why people get broken up with at a restaurant. You can't just cry. I can cry wherever because when dudes are crying next to me, what it's happening?
Being broken down to.
No, they're not. No, they're not. I don't do that. No, it's because you got rich. You want to be rich? You're rich. Then what happens then? Then they cry. No, I'm not going to break them one. I don't. What? No. You do this all the time. You're so good. Which is Steve Blank catching strays. Speaking of catching strays, Steve Blank. So what we're talking about before with the side chat was you can speak now, which is who aced their set.
Larry Chiang.
Okay, and I was the approximately what number of comedian that went up?
Number 7.
Yeah, 7, 8. Yeah. So I killed it, and then you hadn't signed up. So selling your co-founder, it should be easy. It's called tag team selling. And if you want to learn about tag team selling, either study it on your own under my content called tag team selling. It's wingmanning, where wingmanning is 5 sentences of knowledge. Total is how to wingman. Tag team selling takes those 5 sentences and makes it into my sentences, which is this much knowledge, which is book club, welcome to Wednesday. This is tag team selling. When you say low soc wingmanning, you're discounting the fact that there's somebody out there who wingmans so well that they are publishing volumes, and those volumes are published at Twitter with an RSS feed with an expansion into WordPress. Tag team selling. You sell your non-employee co-founder. Your non-employee co-founder sells you. This is worth $3.5 million. Will you be willing to purchase this for $3.5 million if you make $4 million? If your head is spinning right now, $4 million is more than 3.5. And you do not have to pay the $3.5 million until you make $4 million. How much risk is involved in that financial transaction? How do I make 600K? Some retard asked me. I'm like, oh, you got no shot. But because you're also not thinking, how do I find a $700,000 problem to solve? Slopolistic. I know that that's a big word, but what it is you're a self-serving, selfish cunt. That's slopolistic, which is all you can do is think about yourself. You can't even solve other people's problems. You're just trying to solve your own problems. So if you're trying to make 600K, you've got to find a $605,000 problem, solve it, and hope to get 600. This is why women can't make any money, because in 90% of the relationships, they're making a problem and then they're solving a problem. I don't need a problem made, okay? I don't need a problem made. I need a problem solved. I don't need any problem solved. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. Good morning, brother. God bless you, family. Glory to God. For the Holy Spirit, Jesus be with you from New Zealand. Thank you for that Christian spam. Have you listened to anything that I've said, or do you just go room to room spamming that? Oh, Christian guy hurt feelings. Why don't you try to listen? Why don't you maybe try to listen? Oriental Cowboy, you rock the hat. That's right, buddy. June 19th, my movie comes out, Toy Story. Your phone's not so smart. It's really just breaking your brain. Your phone's not so smart. It's because your brain is on audiobook. Your brain's on audiobook. Enjoy the cold brew. Your brain's on audiobook. Most expensive cold brew you've ever drank. It's $3 million. Not gonna deviate from 4 steps to the epiphany. Who understands fuck you money? Forget about how intelligent I am. Forget about my ranking. Who understands fuck you money at a level that is this much volume? Whereas other people's fuck you money is, I'm going to win the lottery. I'm going to tell my boss to fuck off. Yeah, but now give me an example of fuck you money. Give me one example that I just said, holler back, girl.
$10 million.
No, that's fuck you. I turned that cup of coffee into fuck you that cost you $3 million. I just said it and you don't get it. But that's okay because this stuff's complicated because fuck you money. That's my level of understanding with fuck you money. I just said that fuck you money. So fuck you money has 650 forms. Once you understand money is complicated, now fuck you money is even more complicated because the level of money. No. You don't need to take notes on this stuff. You just need to ship your shit, which you haven't shipped. You haven't shipped. Where's your shipping? Don't even listen to this. Just work quietly and ship. This isn't helping. 825, we're outie. Nah, I leave and then you leave. Epiphanies. Epiphanies. Epiphanies, which is Epiphanies, which is here, just back up a little bit. Epiphanies. Epiphanies. Page 37, customer discovery. Page 57, customer development. This is me memorizing page numbers. How did you even come across this book, Larry? Oh, that's an interesting question. This is how I discovered this book. I'm at a San Francisco Giants fundraiser. Lock in. Back to you now. I'm at a San Francisco Giants fundraiser. So it's a baseball organization. Baseball's for heterosexuals. They have a baller fundraiser, kind of like the Rich Aurelia All-Star Game fundraising party. The one where they're throwing the poker chips. So I'm at the San Francisco Giants fundraiser for season ticket holders and big donors. I get 2 tickets and I take a girl for a first date, which is why now I do dinner first coach. So now she's heady and disoriented because she's never been there before. All the things that you say, I've never been here before. Oh, this is new to me. This is chick shit. And then now she's off balance. She's never blah, 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 blah. Head spinning, no clue. It's a baller event. It's opulent inside a stadium. They made inside the stadium opulent. Okay. Opulent means luxurious. Good job. Well, I know what opulent means. Exactly. Very nice. we're there. And it's the third floor mezzanine. And I have to go to the bathroom because I've been drinking a ton of water at open bar, open food. I come back and there's some dude there hitting on her, almost as tall, almost as hot, almost as rich, which is the richest person in the stadium. So almost as good looking. And when you're almost as good looking as Larry Chang, you're a little too hot to be heterosexual. It's not even registering with you. That's how you're processing information right now. You can't laugh. You're frozen. Talking to her, I'm like, hey, I'm back. Who's your new friend? She's like, blah, 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 which I'm not going to say because it's a brand name founder. He's like, oh, tries to knock me down and says, oh, did you know that I'm super successful and amazing? I'm like, I don't know if I asked. I don't even remember your name. What is your name? And I asked because I didn't remember. He's like, haha, you're funny. I'm like, I'm Larry Chang, and maybe you're too embarrassed to give you your name. Maybe you can't say your name. Maybe you just muttered it because it's not important. Unlike yesterday's guy on stage, said his name like he was super important and was at zero delta, zero net worth, zero, uh, zero. Just like, and then, but was so strong with the name. And then when my eyebrows got raised, it caused my eyebrows to get stronger. And then when they got stronger, like this eyebrow got, you know what? I think this eyebrow was this. I'm successful. And when you have to scream that you're successful, like yesterday's content, I'm like, I get it. You're successful. Will you tell? I want to be just as successful as you. This is an empowering question. I want to be just as successful as you when I was 19, which was 3 years ago. I want to be just as successful as you. What would I need to do? What would you tell a 23-year-old in how to be successful? That's easy. Just read Four Steps to the Epiphany. I'm like, oh my God, LA douchebag is actually maybe rich. This is the pure test. Who wrote that book? I think I'm going to go buy it. He's like, Steve Blank. I'm like, LA douchebag knows the book title and the author? Because this, I can't tell you how many times book club. Oh, what book are you reading? Oh, I guess Four Steps to the Epiphany. That's how you talk, dude. That's how people talk. People can't help it. Who wrote this book? And once you, that's 99% of the work. That's 99% of the work, if not more. Because that's how you do book club. How many pages are you? Just mouth it so that way you don't confess where you're at. There you go. I knew it. So he actually read it maybe 1.5 times or one time, but he at least knew the author and he knew the title. And I'm like, oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. My girl is like, what? You're leaving? You're leaving? I'm like, hold on a second. I get on my sidekick. I get on my sidekick. It's a hip top. It's a Jane Deere device. It's a Microsoft device. It's a sidekick. My sidekick has internet. Nobody's phone has internet. My sidekick has internet. And that's why my phone number, you could add or subtract numbers and it's all VIPs off of my number because no one else could run, nobody else runs. Does that make, I don't care if it makes sense. It doesn't make sense to you. It makes sense to me and you guys, which is, hold on a second. I go and order the book off of my buddy's website. Jeff, what was this website? When you talk, you're not doing tag team selling. You're doing kicking the basketball off the court. I go and order the book, and then I come back. I'm like, bought it. She's like, you didn't buy it. I'm like, yeah, bought it on my phone. Bought it on my phone. Fuck you. He's like, cool. I'm like, it was great spending time with you. Come on. We'll call her Jessica. Like, let's go. Not ready to leave yet. Really? You're not ready to leave yet. And then as soon as that happened, game over. Why? Because everybody's always staring at me. Have you ever been with Michael Jordan or Kobe in a room? Everybody's just staring at you because they're staring at Larry Chiang. No, they're just staring at Larry Chiang in the room. They're just staring at Larry Chiang in the room. You're not ready to leave yet. Okay. I know everybody's looking at me. So what would you do? I don't want to know. 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 It's not some legendary Larry Chang stuff, which you could have done yesterday. Hey, everyone, put your hands together for the best set I've ever heard. I'm not a comedy pro. Larry Chang, sitting right here, front row of the cowboy hat. Have you guys met him? Fucking legendary. You guys put your hands together. That's a great set, right? I mean, for that set, he sucked. Okay. But, like, you know, his sucking is still fucking phenomenal, right? You know what? I'm not even a comedian. I just signed up because I was going to be a dick. I was going to be a dick and ask him to come back up here because I need to hear more. Do you guys want to hear more? You can't even lay it up like that. You've seen a person of your skin tone do that on stage before, and you couldn't put that recording on play. You're not ready to leave yet? Cool. I go behind and I play 5D chess because I know people are watching that I'm losing my girl. I'm losing my girl to a guy who's pretty tall, pretty hot, but not as hot and nowhere near as smart and nowhere high as of an EQ as me. Hey, have you guys seen what's been going on here? I lost my girl. I lost my girl to LA boy. I hear he's a Dodger fan. He's a Dodger fan. Yeah, he's from LA. So I was wondering if you could stick your tongue down my throat and grab my ass as we make out. And then she's like, oh no. Hotter girl goes, I will. I will. I will. I'm in for that. I said it loud enough so that way everybody could hear. Because I'm not sheepishly whispering stupid shit because I think I'm not worthy. I will. I'll make up with you. So I'm like, I whisper, and I'm like, you don't have to stick your tongue. You can just pretend to, and then you could put your tongue in your own cheek and pretend like it's my tongue. And she literally has an orgasm and laughs. She's like, I'm ready for whatever. Because it was fucking hilarious. Because it was open your mouth and then put your tongue in your own cheek like it's my tongue. Because that's actually fucking hilarious. She comes and then we make out and then she comes again. Everyone else sees it. And then afterwards, I'm like, who's next? And then another hotter girl was like, this is a fun game. And then she's up and she's like, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. What's your name? And everybody was like dying because they're like, what? Why is so much vagina going there? I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Need to get to know you first. What is your name? And she's like, you actually care about who I am? I think I got a shot here. Meet out with her. Her name was also Jessica. Make out. And then now the original girl, who is totally my type, she's like, I feel like I got screwed because I didn't say no. And everybody laughed again because everybody knew what was going on, which is you said no. I'm like, no, no, no. You said no. So now what do you got? And then she's like, I'll do anything. So then I was about to make out with her. Guess who's trying to pull me off? The first girl going, pulling on my ass, going, no, stop, no, no, Jessica, my date. You don't even know what's going on. Jessica, my date. No, no, not the first girl. See, you. This is you. It's not the first girl. The first girl was like that is nothing. That's no meaning. First girl. First girl. What are you talking about?
Jessica.
No, no, my date. Do you see how you have two words and totally unclear? How many years would it take for you to finish a programming degree? You have 60. So I can't be more clear than words. And I'm not being picky here, but like you barely on time and that's your FU. And this is now you're back. Because I would, if I were just leaving, I would just be like, oh yeah, first girl. I don't care about you. Now, Jess, my date, is pulling me off, going, no, stop, don't, stop. LA boy is like, you have some mad game that I've never seen before. I'm like, be well, I'm not touching you, asshole. And then he starts to walk away all dejected. I'm like, I'm fucking with you. I'd want to fuck her too because she's fucking hot. And he's like, oh, thank you for not embarrassing me. Because I'm like, fuck off, dude. Because he was trying to like make amends. I made him walk away a little bit. Like walk away. I'm like, hey, dejected boy. You know, it's cool to play second fiddle. We're boys. Playing 5D chess every time. You do that one time, and the entire city knows. The entire city knows, like, what? What? Because Silicon Valley dudes are constantly getting cuck shared because they have no game. And then it's the, oh my God, you have so much game. You must not have an engineering degree because there's no way that you're that good. Because you got to be this good. You just happen to be really bad at both. You just happen to be the hacker and the hustler. Like you're not hustling, or you are hustling, but not hustling. Hacker hustler. That's not the end of the story. You should press on and be like, what? How about now? Welcome. Total blah, blah, blah. So that's not how the story ends. Okay. That's not how the story ends. Me making out with 5 women a night. Because I don't do that. I don't do that. Because guys like me make out with 5 women a night. That's not good. You're going to get an STD in your tonsil. That's not what you want to do. That's not where the story ends. That's the least important portion of the story, which is Larry Chiang is so motherfucking fucking amazing. By the way, postmenopausal left because it was too much proof of work. That's why she left, because she overheard it and she wanted to try to cancel me because she was like, oh my God, because we're the same age and she can't hang. And it's like you saying, oh yeah, 6 years IIT. It's once you realize you can't hang and then you won't be competitive. Then you just try to cancel it or leave. She left in a huff, which is why when you're, you know, watery-eyed, glasses on, because now she's gonna be like, oh, he's sexually, he's FAing him. He's FAing him. He's financially accelerating him. I know. I know. Who was killing my punchlines? Why? 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 Just tee it up. And then when it is your turn, re-tee it up. That's not the end of the story. Good job locking in. That's not the end of the story. That's not the end of the story. I now have one. I now have one. At the time, my book club game wasn't three deep. Wasn't three deep. Because when you see my penis, you're gonna be like, that's not one penis. That's actually three penis. Can you not put it all the way in? Oh, it never goes all the way in. What am I? What am I? First time Larry Chiang tube steak layer. This is not the first time I've used my trouser G spot finder. Okay, unless it's buried all the way deep back there, in which case I'll probably use half of my EQ, one quarter of my penis after you do dinner first, coach. So this is not the end, and I only had one copy of the book. But it turns out one person with one copy of the book is a billion times more proficient because I actually read the book 4 times in 3 days. This is the story, which is this guy. He's speaking at Dave McClure's Garden Court Hotel event. He's speaking. He's speaking. What is he speaking on? He's speaking on Four Steps to the Epiphany. Who's Dave McClure? Legendary VC. Oh, Larry, are you the co-founder of 500? I guess, if you say so. So Dave McClure, in accruing venture capital LP money, hosts the best speakers and the best VCs and the best founders. That would be number one founder in Silicon Valley, headquartered in Miami at 1535 Brickell, which is the headquarters because Miami, it got M&A'd. Why would I want the headquarters of Silicon Valley to be Palo Alto? Why would I want that? Why would I want that? That's like putting the capital of the United States in Sacramento. We don't want that because pretty soon it's going to be illegal to report a crime. Oh, it already is illegal to report a crime. I bring one copy of the book to Garden Court Hotel. I want to say 5:30 Lytton. I want to say 5:30 Lytton. I want to say 5:30 Lytton because it is 5:30 Garden Court Hotel. Steve Blank speaking. Larry, how did you get a ticket? I didn't have a ticket. Shit was sold out. So I showed up with exact change. How much money do you have on you? That's pretty good. So I showed up with exact change because douchey VCs never have any money on them or exact change or tip money. So I show up with exact change, maybe 45 minutes early. Oh, notice a trend here? Notice a trend here?
Yes.
So I show up 45 minutes early and exact change going, hey, Dave McClure, can I waitlist myself? I brought exact change. He's like, yeah, that's fine. Sheepishly, because he's like, I guess. Guess who shows up? Guess who shows up 30 minutes early? The speaker. I'm like, I know you. You're Steve Blank. I read your book. I'm Larry Chiang. I love how page 57 is customer development. Did you go to Columbia? Because I don't remember you from Stanford. No. Did you go to Cal? No. I just bought your book because somebody who was successful in LA told me about it at a party. Oh. can I ask you a favor? Will you sign my book? Yeah. So he opens the first page, and I took notes right on the first page because I know that I'm going to get in. I know you're going to sign, and I'm going to make my notes difficult for you to find real estate to sign your own book. Who has levels of game that you were not aware that you need to do? He flips the first page and he's like, wow, you really read this book. He flips the second page. He's like, okay. Am I getting punked right now? Who are you? So he signs it. What was your name again? Larry. It's not important. Just write your name. That's important. Steve Blank. It's like, what table are you on? I'm like, actually, I don't have seating yet. He's like, oh my God, that's perfect. Oh my God, that's perfect. One of my people can't come. Will you sit at my table? Will you sit at my table? I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna go have to give Dave McClure money real quick. And he's like, what? What? Why would you do that? I said you could sit at my table. I'm like, will you hold on 1 second? You've never done this before. Hold up your finger and say, softer, softer. Being like, give me 1 second.
1 second.
No, stop. Stop being hollaback girl. So just picture it in your mind. Can you do that where you picture it in your mind before you say it? Or you can't do that. You have to just talk it.
Yes, I can do that.
Because some people don't have an inner voice, and I don't know if that's what's messing up your time. Thank you for inviting me to your table. I'm going to go give Dave money. What are you talking about? Because he's comping you. You have stuff right here on your eyebrow. It's still there. It's still there. Leave. Leave. That's not funny. Leave. Leave. You can't flip me off as a joke. This is not mirroring. This is not mirroring. You can't do that.
I'm sorry.
You're not allowed to flip me off. What?
Apologize.
First apology ever. Have you ever apologized? You can't that Apotaco 11x. Do you see how I don't even need to say stuff? I can just speak to you in code. Apotaco. I don't care. This is my fuck you. There's your Porsche event. Be well. I'll see you in the winner circle. Another version of fuck you money. That slipped. That slipped. Probabilities are always rising and falling. What's your probability of collecting 3 sticks before you're in the ground within 60 years? Over under is 20. Over under is 20. You better put that in the calendar because you are not a 80-year guaranteed thing. Because I'm looking at a pretzel. I'm talking and looking at a pretzel. That's how you, like, I don't even want to know how you sleep or eat. Stop writing. Stop writing. Stop writing. You're right now writing is an opiate. Probability for getting 3 sticks. Say, what's the probability of 3 sticks? What is your probability of 3 sticks?
You said 20.
Sit at my table. Cool, Steve Blank. Hold on a second. I'm going to go give Dave money. Dave, I'm going to sit at Steve's table. Steve just invited me to sit at his table. And Dave goes, but of course he did. I go, and then he's like, oh, am I out that money? I'm like, no, here's the money. And then it's exact change. I gave him exact change so that way he can give change to other people who didn't bring exact change. And he's like, bro, you are next level. Answer the question, what is your probability of making $3 million before you die total? What's your probability of making $100,000 total before you turn 30? 90 plus percent, 90 plus percent. Not 100, 90 plus percent. What's your probability of making $3 million before you die?
Like 50%.
Generous. Generous. Because you accidentally told me to fuck off. You didn't accidentally. That was your soul. That was your soul, or a dark energy that surrounds you. Like, you know that Mormon shit is illegal, right? Are you even Mormon? Did you convert? There you go. Are you Islam? You are. You have Islam vibe. Are you carrying a blade on you? Because if you are, I have a coffee cup and my giant dick as a countermeasure. We should tax dick. We want to get even. We want to get cash flow positive in America. We should start taxing dick because I'm not paying my fair share of taxes. But if we tax dick, I'd be screwed. I went from the wait list of a Dave McClure, Steve Blank event to the VIP circle sitting at Steve Blank's table. Every other VC is like, I want to sit adjacent. That's where Eric Ries wrote a book called Lean Startup that was an unofficial sequel to this book. Guess who puts Eric Ries' book on the New York Times bestseller? This is how you do it. You see, the New York Times, they're not good at data. They can't even track a ISBN number. So, we're doing a Eric Ries New York Times bestseller campaign in a city that I go to. I run hashtag HCG HFA OTR, which is look at my twin across the street. He hates me. Is that scary? Look at what he's wearing. Look at what I'm wearing. He can't help it. He hates me and he's dressed exactly like me. Is that crazy? Look at him. He has my exact dog too. Is that crazy?
It's not as cool as Tom Brady.
New York Times, do you like how I never lose my train of thought? New York Times bestseller. So venue one, hey, come to the Eric Ries Lean Startup Book launch party. Come to that. Venue one, hey, there's been some news. There's been some news. There's been some news. There's been some news. We need a bigger venue. Oh my God. This book launch, I almost said book club. This book launch sounds amazing. Oh, yeah? Yeah? Well, it just became more amazing because of book club location number 3. Book club location number 3. Book club location number 3. And then, oh my God, we got more RSVPs, which may or may not be true. We're now need to get a bigger venue. We're now on location number 4. Guess what, kids? Location 1 and location 4 are the same venue. Do you need me to walk you through the math on that? Maybe. What you're doing is you're round tripping it all the way back because the 4 layers of venture capital are layer 0. Hey, Larry, it'd be great if I could add you on LinkedIn. Then my success could be automatic. How many people are trying to do automatic success? You're trying to do it. That's all that matters. Is you were trying to do automatic success. Layer 1 is the calendar, which you almost messed up today by not being looking at your calendar. Layer 2 is slap a stuffed animal on it and make it slay. Layer 3 is LinkedIn. It's also useless. So that's how the 4 layers of VC is sandwiched. It's sandwiched by useless shit. It's sandwiched by useless shit. Bird dog maxing. You got to capitalize the words such as hashtag mushy mushy mushy. Who is stealing my testosterone? Thanks for the shout out. Thanks for the shout out. That was a really good video. The video was called Who is Stealing My Testosterone? Because someone at this table is low T. Somebody at this table is low testosterone. Do you have low testosterone? You have low testosterone. Don't take a supplement. Eat 12 almonds and credit Tom Brady. When was the last time you ate an almond? Do you have both your balls? Because I asked yesterday when you seemed ballless. So find and locate and then begin using them with your brain cells. What's that an example of? What's that an example of? Balls and brain. Balls is brain 3, brain is brain 1. What's that an example of?
5 brains.
Ah, there you go. So when I have that teed up, say, hey, Larry, can you talk about the 5 brains when you say balls? When I talk, yeah, like just tee it up. Well, don't tee it up because then you'd have to, yeah. But yeah, that was how you tee it up. Like you joked about your balls, but have Larry tell you about the 5 brains. That's a tee up. And then it sells. This stuff, okay, what we're trying to do is we're trying to sell itself. Good job. Good job adjusting. This is your adjustments because the adjustment was all lowercase, bird dog maxing. And then the adjustment is, oh my God, he's doing a second run. Look, it's like looking at my twin. Pretty soon, mimicry. So you're guilty of mimicry. You're guilty of mimicry. You're guilty of mimicry because, mimicry, which is why crap's in a pot. So you have some dangerous combos because you can't mimic the middle finger eyebrow. And you hesitated to apologize. You should be horrified at your behavior. You should be like, oh my God, I'm horrified. I'm deeply sorry. Versus like your brain started to freeze. What are you doing? Like, what are you even thinking about flipping me off for? I'm sorry. I apotacoed.
I'm sorry. I wasn't.
Speaking of real shit, are you ever going to do any of that? Like, you're supposed to do 38 by now. That's why you get this. How many of the 38 did you do?
I've done 2 blogs.
You have not. You have not. Why would you say 2 when it was 0? Why did you say 2?
Because I've written them out. I need to stem them and get them published.
You're going to make clients pissed as CTO when you lied. I caught you. It's not like I'm trying to catch you lying. This is not what I'm trying to do. But you got to be honest about how much work you've done. What negative question did you ask me yesterday that I just laughed at?
How do I actually make something?
No, you said $600,000 where you refused to do. After that conversation, I gave you stuff and you decided to do work-life balance because it was 9:59 and you had done 0. What did you do after I left? You never do anything between when I leave. Nothing ever gets better. Nothing ever gets better. That's why you get that, and you can keep that. You can keep that. You can keep that. You can keep this. You can keep that. I don't want it. Why would I? Why would I? Do you see what I'm saying? And that was the first thing you filled out while we were here. Like, why do I? I don't. You can keep that.
I was confused by this.
Yeah, because, and then that still didn't stimulate you to be like, grace. See, in your religion, there's no such thing as getting a blessing or grace. That is Christian grace. That is me giving you shit that you did not deserve. What is that? What is that?
The ability to pay taxes straight.
At my cost. At how much cost to you?
Zero.
Zero.
Showing up on time.
That's not a cost. What? That's a cost to you? You can't help it, dude. You can't help it. You said that that's a cost. That's not a cost, it's a benefit. That's how you're wired. What's your probability of getting $3 million? Above 50%? Oh, there you go. It's still 50 because somehow maybe it's 49. But it could be zero. I was confused. You're always confused. I'm always confused. But at least I do stuff. At least I do stuff. So you did zero from Starbucks. So you did zero from Starbucks. You did zero from Starbucks. And then you lied to say you did two. Clients fire you for that, especially if you have a verbal deal because you're not getting a contract. How many times do entrepreneurs like you try to get a contract? Every time. Because you think it's one deal for 600K. You can't do a $80 deal. You did one 250 deal. I thought it was for 250K. You've been making under 75 cents since March per hour in your 15 hours per week worked, or less than 15 hours per week worked. And then you're like, oh, I'm working as hard as I've ever have with this guy. What did you and your girlfriend talk about yesterday? During your work-life balance. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, your name, which I'm not going to say. What are you doing yesterday? Oh, I did dinner and then I worked out. That's work-life balance where you weren't going, oh my God, this dude could jet. I better actually do 38 of them. What'd you guys talk about?